Connecting the Dots, Chapter 2.3, page number 61. Connecting the dots in this lesson means small experiences and impressions of our life. The importance or relevance and connection of these dots are so impactful that we understand their value in future. This lesson is in the form of a speech by Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was an American entrepreneur, business magnate, inventor, and industrial designer. He was the chairman, chief executive officer, and co-founder of Apple Incorporation. He is widely recognized as one of the pioneers of the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s and 1980s. Let's understand some of the technical terms in the introduction. Entrepreneur, a person who sets up the business. Business magnate, someone who has achieved great success. Inventor, a person who is a creator or an originator for the process or a device. Pioneer, a person who initiates or discover anything first. Revolution, a great and impactful change. Let's begin the lesson. Today I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out of Reed College after the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months before I really quit. Dropped out of, it means he discontinued or left the college. Dropped in means the visitor. Looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me and begin dropping in on the ones that looked interesting. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friend's room. Dorm room means a dormitory, a large room with number of beds, especially for students. I retained Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with. And I would walk 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at Hare Krishna temple. Cent is a coin worth 100 of US dollar. I loved it, and much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on. Stumble means to hit by foot. Curiosity, it's a desire to know something. And intuition means the ability to learn or know something without any fact. Reed College offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction in the country. Because I had to take calligraphy class, I learned about serif and sans serif typefaces, about what makes great typography great. Calligraphy is the art of writing with a special pen or brush. 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me, and we designed it all into the Mac. If I had never dropped in on that course in college, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces, or for that matter, even proportionally spaced font. And since Windows just copied Mac, it's likely no personal computer would have them. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college. But it was very clear looking backward 10 years later. Here, forward means future and backward means the past. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in some things. Your gut means the courage and determination. Destiny, life karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the differences in my life. My second story is about love and loss. I found what I love to do early in life, and I started Apple when I was 20. In 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company. And then I got fired. Fired means losing the job. It was devastating. It was causing very severe shocks and a distress and grief. But something slowly began to dawn on me. Began to dawn on means becoming clearer. I still loved what I did, and so I decided to start over. Start over means to create a new beginning. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. Heaviness means here in a sad or a miserable state, and lightness means free from anxiety or seriousness. During the next 5 years, I started a company. Next is the name of the company. Another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. Pixar is now the world's most successful animation studio. Apple bought Next. I returned to Apple, and the technology we developed at Next is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth or revival. And Lauren and I have a wonderful family together. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. My third story is about death. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. Diagnosed means identifying the nature of illness. My doctor advised me to go home and get my affairs in order, which is doctor's code for prepare to die. Advice means offering suggestions or recommendations. I lived with that diagnosis all day. Later that evening, I had a biopsy. Biopsy means a sample taken from the body to examine tissues. It turned out to be a very rare form of pancreatic cancer that is curable with surgery. I had the surgery and I'm fine now. This was the closest I have been to facing death, and I hope it's the closest I get for a few or more decades. Having lived through it, I can now say this is to you. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Dogma means a set of beliefs set by a group or organization which others are expected to accept without argument. Don't let the noise of others' opinion drown out of your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. When I was young, there was an amazing publication called The Whole Earth Catalog. In the final issue, on the back cover, they put a photograph of an early morning country road. Beneath it were the words, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." It was their farewell message as they signed off. I have always wished that for myself. And now, as you graduate to begin in a new or a different way, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Lesson by Steve Jobs. With this, we come to an end of our session. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay indoors. Bye bye. Take care.